888-848-4444. Thank you.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Nobody need no love like that.
Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce. Is that right? Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce, man. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Hey, man, Goose, tell us what to do, people.
Block of Logan in the building, man. Every day I gotta prove my love. What's up, man? We appreciate everybody chiming in to Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show, man, on this Saturday, man. Every Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time, man. That's what we do, man. We give you guys the best of sports talk radio. Also, every Tuesday at 6 p.m., man. What we do, man, we give you guys the best of sports talk radio, man. We got a lot of college football to not talk about today. We got a lot of college basketball to talk about today, though. Be real with it, man. Download the Gorilla Cross app on your phone and just, go to your Play Store, download the Gorilla Cross app, follow the LTBB crew as we give you guys the best sports talk radio, man. Follow us on all of your social media platforms, man. Who was that called in the other day and said, oh, man, Dre, man, keep saying man. Was it Josh?
Josh. Shout out Josh, man.
Shout out Josh, man. Well, we appreciate everybody chiming in and Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio. LTBB, man. Download the Gorilla Cross app on your phone once again. Please follow the LTBB crew. Follow us on all of your social media platforms. Let the ball bounce at gmail.com. Be a sponsor like Serenity Funeral Home and Sight and Sound, Candy, and more. You can also be a sponsor also. Hit us up in our DM so we can send you those sponsorship packages that will help you get you and your business right, man. So look, Facebook, follow Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, where we got the hottest sports talk page on social media. Let the Ball Bounce on Twitter, and that's with one T. Let the Ball Bounce on IG, man. Hit us in our DM. We may not be doing a lot of lives. We may not be shaking our butts like most of the people on DMs trying to get all them likes and all of that attention, man, and all of that fake love, man. But we are here to actually give you guys the best of sports talk radio. Why? Because we talk real sports, man.
Yes,
we give you real life on top of that, man. We give you a lot of opinions, and we'll back some of our stuff up and a lot of our stuff up with facts. Because some of y'all, sitting at home.
That's all that counts.
That's all that counts. That's all that counts, Phil.
That's all
that
counts,
man.
What?
That's all that
Lucini falling from the sky. Let's get rich. What?
That's it, man.
Blind can't quit. What?
Lucini.
Man,
Look, we appreciate everybody that's on the live right now. Please hit the share button. Please hit the share button. Please share. You know someone who loves sports. You know someone who is happy that they actually just woke up this morning, man. Please share this live feed to them. I am talking to you right now. I'm leaving an actual please share on my Let the Ball Bounce, and I just hit post, and it's that simple. It's that simple, man. Big ups to all of our followers who don't follow us. You know who you are.
They in here. Well, not in here. They in, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big ups to all of our listeners who actually listening.
Yes.
And big ups to everybody who is on our page who show us some love. Because we got a whole lot of people on the page that just show up for Wet Wednesdays, but won't show up.
It's tough, man.
But won't show up for Let the Ball Bounce on Tuesdays and Saturdays for an hour.
Dreamers.
It's just an hour.
Maybe we should go live on Wednesdays.
That ain't gonna help. They still gonna be posting while we're on.
They sure would.
So, trade deadline. We got a lot of NBA to talk to you about. A little bit of football, like we said. lot of college basketball, man. And Juwan Howard gets ejected in that Michigan game.
Quit messing with 2-5, man. Leave 2-5 alone,
Look, man.
man.
Juwan Howard is a really good coach.
Leave 2-5 alone.
But, you know,
man.
he's a little passionate right
fiery,
now.
bro.
Really fiery with his team.
Got that light skin fire.
We're going to talk about that, too.
The light skin.
The fair skin fire.
I want to talk about something right now that's been going on in the world. I know that we're counseling Dr. Seuss. I think we're done with some of the Dr. Seuss's.
That's what's being said.
Because I was told that in some of the Dr. Seuss's writings that they were can be perceived as racist. I'm going to have to read the book Green Eggs and Ham again because I don't remember any racist. I can't remember any racist comments in that actual book.
How long has the Dr. Seuss series been in existence?
Well, it's
Ballpark.
when I was a
figure.
little boy.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So
Yeah.
that
was like before Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, right?
So we looking at a long time.
Was this BC or AC?
The AD.
AD.
Okay.
So we looking at a long time is what you're saying.
I swallowed a small little
One of the
ice,
little, one of the little,
small
one of the
ice.
beads.
You know, you swallow small little ice, it go right back past your trachea real quick. You like, ooh.
Yeah.
When you was a little boy, you were saying?
That's when
A lit boy.
Yeah. Dr.
Yeah.
Seuss was out then.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lit boy.
And now we're finding that Pepe Le Pew,
Man,
out of all cartoon characters,
tough one, man.
He is a
Pepe Le
molester.
Pew.
He's a molester.
Wow.
And so if I like Pepe Le Pew, I would be a rape apologist or molester. Because what happened when, I think it was a cat that he liked, and the cat walked under like some paint, and the paint did the white stripe down the cat's back. And so he thought the cat was an actual skunk. Is why the whole him trying to get at her the whole time. And she just was not feeling him the entire time. She just trying to get away from him, and I guess he just tried to force his way.
Pepe Le Pew was taking kisses and, you know, trying to force kisses.
Yeah, that type
No,
of stuff.
that's I guess back in the day that was cute.
Yeah. And then I seen some people
Now-
on social media saying, I'm glad that they took him off because that cartoon was always creepy to me.
Yeah, you
Huh?
always creepy. Oh, okay.
Huh?
Wow.
Well, maybe they should take off Foghorn Leghorn because he didn't do nothing but say boy. And he said it
Yes.
just like that. He
This is
had
true.
no boy.
This is true.
Look, boy.
No. That's probably the same person who's saying that is probably cool with transgender boys playing with girls.
See.
You know,
That ain't creepy?
that is creepy.
That's creepy.
That's creepy. But
You know.
I mean, it's
Pepe Le
it-
Pew is out of line.
It's creepy, but it's normal to some people.
Okay, so
You
there
know.
are 6 books that most of y'all never heard of that are being pulled voluntarily by the organization material. These are the Dr. Seuss books. So thank you for the soliloquy, Heather Reddy, on Dr. Seuss. But the Pepe Le Pew thing is really, if we're gonna dig into cartoon characters, let's dig. Why is Pinky and the Brain still out? Because this man knowingly tries to take over the world. That's a terrorist act. Think about it.
Yes. And
He doesn't succeed, but his attempts every episode is to try to take over the world.
Man.
and he constantly bullies his friend.
He constantly bullies his friend.
Constantly, bro. But we're against bullying though. But we allow it to go on in cartoons and such that kids watch. I mean, it all comes full circle. You hear that?
This is
Full circle, man.
this is the world we're living in today.
It's very sensitive, and
Everybody's offended.
Okay, well then let's get offended.
And
I mean, we could keep
get
it
'em.
going. Right now, I just mentioned Pinky and the Brain. Right, I mentioned Foghorn, Leghorn. Is that what it is?
Boy.
I say there,
I say-
boy.
I say, boy.
Right. The fact that they had a whole series of young Little Rascals and never once combed that boy head. I don't understand it.
Oh, the Little Rascals had a lot of racial stuff going on in a lot
So
of
did
those episodes
Archie
too.
Bunker.
Undertoning.
But back in the 30s and 20s and 30s, it was cool. And I love the Little Rascals.
Yeah.
I love it. But you watch some of them episodes, you're like, oh,
What other cartoons? could-
He-Man Woman Haters Club.
Man, what other cartoons that can be considered controversial as far as a cartoon?
Offensive?
Offensive.
Man, shoot. Back in the day, man, they made cartoons with blackface. Like, it don't
Oh,
get
well,
no
you
more
know they
offensive
did
than
that.
that.
They did that.
That happened.
What about Inspector Gadget?
I'd have to really sit down and kind of.
I mean, he's really making fun of people with like fake limbs, like mechanical limbs.
Interesting.
Go-Go Gadget wrist. Come on, dog. Like, why are we being like? If you want to nitpick, we could pretty much bring up any
can nitpick
cartoon
anything.
and nitpick.
We can nitpick everything.
you could.
But Pepe Le Pew?
What about
What about the Roadrunner?
What about that one is too.
What, the Roadrunner?
No, not the Roadrunner, but the other one. Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny. When Homeboy is trying to shoot him all the time and kill him. That is animal cruelty.
That really. What was his name?
Peter has had nothing to say about that.
Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd knowingly went around trying to shoot rabbits.
Yeah. That happened.
Animal cruelty. At its finest.
What about Popeye? Wasn't Bruno trying to force his way on the olive oil?
Yeah, that's another molester.
I mean, he was huge too. He tried to use his strength, power, and everything. All Popeye wanted to do was just stick up for her.
I'm
And
strong
Popeye
to
couldn't
the
do it until he
finish
did those
'cause Ike's
drugs.
eats me spinach.
Yeah,
Look.
they smoked that weed. To,
Popeye couldn't do nothing until he had a
Popeye.
can of edibles.
Spinach. Yeah. I'm
Kale.
strong to
Kale.
the
Kale.
finish.
Yeah.
Kale,
chips.
bro.
Kale,
It's
kale,
bro.
like the kale
Yeah.
chips.
It's
Look,
kale
if you
chips,
guys
bro.
need any kale chips,
What was the famous song?
Reach out
I'm
to-
strong to the finish because I eats me spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Toot toot. Come on, man. Yeah.
That
I
is
watched a few
terrible.
episodes.
That is
but
terrible.
But he was trying to, basically he was disrespectful
Yeah,
too.
he was
Because
disrespectful.
that was Popeye's girl,
yeah,
and Brutus would not let up.
no.
Brutus was persistent.
Yeah. That's the first Mr. Steele girl.
Yes,
Brutus was Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Brutus. He was the first Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah.
What about Tom and Jerry? See
Yeah,
if you could find some things in
Yeah.
there that was.
I can see that. Tom was the
The cat.
right? So Tom bullied Jerry
Yeah.
quite often, as a matter of fact.
And Jerry, all Jerry did was mind his own business.
Mind
He'd
his
be in
own
his
business.
inside of the walls in his little house, sleep, and here come Jerry coming to mess with him.
Dave Little said Mr. Magoo was messing with blind folks.
Bruh.
Hey man, we can nitpick this thing all day, bruh. Come on, man.
Speedy Gonzalez,
Yeah.
every time he came into town, bro, it seemed like, he was getting into trouble. What was they basically saying? That, when Hispanics come, they get in trouble?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bruh.
We can go down the line here.
Yeah. Watch the Cartoon Network tonight and Just find some, offensive things
There is a lot of offensive things.
and send it to Facebook. Send it to the group.
Was Speedy Gonzalez?
Speedy Gonzalez stayed drunk though.
was
He
he-
drinking.
what-
What they trying to say? Mexicans drink all the time? I just don't understand it.
Was he a Sereno or a Norteño? What we call him? He's from the South. Sereno.
Didn't on Tom and Jerry? Jerry had like a cousin that was like a like his protector, like a strong cousin or something. Like
Who?
On Tom and Jerry? I don't know, man. Yeah, it's just
I gotta
sad,
go
bro.
back and really watch, man. But we can nitpick this thing all day, man.
Rose, you have
Stop.
animal cruelty. Cat dog? Cat dog. What type of animal cruelty is that?
That's
You gotta-
who breeded this animal?
Cat dog. A dog
Or
and a cat
bred.
just bred.
Who bred this animal, dude? Cat dog.
Cat dog, man.
Man.
Come on, man.
It's tough, man.
It is tough.
It's tough.
We're living in a world where everything is offensive now.
Everything is offensive,
Yeah.
man. We want you
So
guys
you got to watch what you say.
What about the Smurfs?
yeah,
They were segregated, man.
they really were.
They were away from the rest of society.
Yeah.
Little blue people.
They were segregated.
They were segregated, man. That's not cool. So we just don't like blue people now?
Oh, it is cool.
And it was okay for
It's cruel, man.
what was the
segregated-
the main character?
They segregated the black folks back in the day. So,
Yeah. So why not the Smurfs? Why not the
it's
blue people?
Smurfs, yeah.
What was the main character? Y'all wouldn't
Papa.
not
It wasn't
the,
Papa
the
Smurf?
mean
Papa
one,
Smurf?
the one
the
that
mean
was
Oh, fool.
it was Azriel was the cat, and it was Azriel's owner. Somebody please help me. Please help me.
Monique Wilkerson said the Smurfs were black.
Yeah.
What was Azriel's owner? Somebody please. Gargamel. He wore a dress.
Gargamel.
Bro, he wore a long black dress. A turtleneck dress too at that.
Gargamel.
Turtleneck. Ha!
Did Gargamel not wear a long turtleneck dress with boots?
That was his attire.
Gargamel, yeah. There he is right there.
Yeah. That's a dress, a sweater dress.
Wow.
So he's a
Gargamel-
cross dresser too?
Gargamel had a jersey dress on.
Cross dressing? Okay.
Jeez,
Dang, Gargamel.
that sucks.
A lot of sensitivity. Lot of sensitivity.
Yeah.
Hope everybody out there is being safe. Look. A turtleneck dress. Look,
Wow.
bruh.
Wow, bro. And he only got
And
one
one
tooth.
tooth.
One tooth. He has one tooth.
And he was infatuated with the blonde hair Smurfette.
Wow.
We can go on and on.
We can really
Yeah.
go on.
Johnny
and on,
Quest,
Yeah.
him and
What
his
about
home.
the Flintstones?
Because I was going to say the Jetsons, too. But
Well, the fact that there weren't any, I don't know.
no.
Flintstones, I don't know. The Jetsons, I don't know.
Did you?
Yeah, I can't really pinpoint the
Yeah.
Jetsons. Shake says Sesame Street. Now that Sesame Street, you can dive into that one.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
You can dive into that.
so Oscar,
They did him dirty, man.
well,
Oscar he was treated bad. Oscar was really he was really the nicest one on the block, but you treated him like dirt. Oscar was the dopest one,
He was a homeless man.
yeah, he was homeless,
but he was dope though.
but he was an outcast because nobody really you know.
But he was
like he
dope.
had a, like they say, Oscar the Grouch. He had a reason to be grouchy. Wouldn't you be if you were homeless? A little grouchy.
Living in a trash can.
And everybody in the neighborhood was rich and just walked right by you every day and
Pretty
treated
much.
you bad.
And why was Bert and Ernie hanging together all the time?
Because
They
they're
was
gay.
together all the time, man.
They were gay
They did live together.
and took baths together with the rubber ducky.
What?
They sure did, and they wasn't little kids. They was grown
But
men,
why were their beds in the same room?
like life.
Yeah. What you want to talk about, Club? Hey, man, don't say the G word, man. You might spark something.
They were gay.
Gay meaning happy, guys. Gay
Right.
meaning happy.
Gay and happy. It's okay to be happy.
Gay is not an offensive word.
I don't think it is, but I
There-
mean, hey. You
It
know,
isn't. Marvin Gaye had the best national anthem I've ever heard in my entire life,
man.
and I put that better than Whitney Houston's.
His was
and
really
hers was
good,
dope.
man.
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye, Whitney Houston, Jimi Hendrix.
Boy, in that order.
Probably in that order.
Carl Lewis.
Man,
Fergie.
man, we got something to talk about. Man, can we get to sports? That was horrible.
Let the ball bounce. Sports
Oh,
Talk
God.
Radio. Hey, stay sensitive out there, man, and make sure that we continue to stay safe, man, and practice your social distancing, man.
Yeah,
Keep wearing your mask. Take your shots. Do whatever you need to do in order for you to be safe. We want you to take all precautions on making sure that you and your family are safe.
That's funny, bro.
I'm just being real. We want the people, we want you guys out there to be safe. Continue to practice your social distancing. Wear your mask. You know, do everything that, you know, the city and the law tells you to do when it comes to the coronavirus. And so, you know, let me mention this. I was with my grandmother a couple of days ago. She's home now, guys. If anybody ever remember me telling you she was in the hospital,
Yeah.
but she's home now. Great. She's been home for a couple of weeks. So I have a shift of Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to go by there every morning and make sure that, you know, whatever she needs, if she needs to get up and use the restroom or whatever, that I'm there to assist. And I was called on for a Friday shift this past week because somebody in the family just wasn't available. So I did a Tuesday, Monday, a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday shift with my granny. So we over there talking, and she looked at me and she goes, "Did you get the shot?" And I didn't quite know how to answer because I didn't know where this was going.
What, penicillin? What's going on?
She said, Did you get the shot? I said, "No." And she goes, "Neither am I." And shook her head like this. She 88, man.
I'm
She's
out.
like, "I'm good."
I'm over this. I'll live.
But you know, she
What they gonna do to me?
she enjoys her life, man, and I love her dearly, and I am so blessed to still have my grandmother. I'm 45, man, and her and my granddad's just turned 96 last week. So you know, I'm excited, man, to still have them, man, around, man,
it's a
and
beautiful
listen to some of the stories, man. I got a million stories on how they grew up, and things like that. So, man, life is good.
Yeah, man.
Life is good, man. Cherish your loved ones. Go and hug. Go and call. Go and reach out to your strong friends. Go and reach out to your friends that you think may have it all. You know, because that saying and rest in heaven, Biggie Smalls, because his birthday was a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
That saying, more money, more problems, do exist.
It's a real thing.
That's really a real thing, man.
It's definitely a real thing.
Man, you know what I'm saying? And so, big ups to everybody out there who couldn't wait to wake up this morning and check their account for that young stimulus check. Am I the only one that don't? I may be the only one, so I may be telling on myself. Am I the only one I think I'm the only one out of all my friends that has not received a tax refund in over 15 years because I've been running my own businesses, and the amount of money that my businesses make, I'm always paying. Right? So I ain't received a tax refund. So every tax season, you won't see Dre Day on Facebook saying, can't wait for my taxes to come in and blah, blah, blah. Like, there's no such thing as taxes refund in my book.
Yeah.
In my situation. And there's no such thing as stimulus, because don't you have to make a certain amount of money or not make a certain amount of money to get the stimulus, or does everybody get it? Because I ain't received not one stimulus since they've been passing it out.
Like, it's so technical. Like,
or you got to apply, or
I didn't think, because I hadn't received any of the other ones. So when I went to do my taxes, you know, my tax preparer was like, "Hey, you can get the stimulus." I was like, "Word?" Like, I didn't know. I had no clue. No clue. Because again, I hadn't gotten the other ones. So I wasn't.
There's loopholes and pockets within that determines whether you can get.
Let me tell y'all something.
Free money.
I think they, what is it, $1,500 per child or something like that too?
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all can't wait to get that stimulus so it can be gone today. I've seen somebody on Facebook who already planned vacation right before the money hadn't even, it's pending. The money is pending, and they've already booked a flight and some more stuff to spend the whole money.
Wow.
Do we believe in saving anymore?
No.
That doesn't exist, bro.
No.
Who you talking to like that?
Man, look.
Do we believe in credit repair anymore?
Who you cussing at? Don't cuss at me. Come on, dog. You know that ain't going down, G.
Gotta hang with them Joneses, man.
We was just talking about that before we got on air about the Joneses, wasn't we? Gotta keep the status up
with them Joneses.
Mrs.
Gotta keep that
Mrs.
status up, G. You can't let them know that you took a step back.
Yeah.
You understand me? You know?
I need them new rims.
I got to have that, man.
Look, man.
I got to have a big castle.
Sometimes it's okay to downgrade when your life circumstance changes.
Oh no.
Why would I stay in a 7,000 square foot house with my 7 children who are now grown with just me and the wifey, or me by myself? I don't need that crib no more.
Nah, G.
Now, I'll rent it out or Airbnb it so we can keep it in the family. Maybe the kids may want it when they get older, whatever. Yeah. But I'm not going to live in that thing.
Hey, man, some people have dreams, and the dreams have to be kept up.
Yeah.
You cannot let anyone know that you may have just fell short of your dream. Forget falling down and getting back up. Nobody does that anymore. I've put all of this out there that I got this, I got that, I do this, I do that. So now I got to keep that up. I got to keep that elevated for the fans.
That's what living with the Joneses is about.
Got to keep that elevated for the fans.
The fans got to see me.
The fans got to see me, dog, because I'm a boss.
You know, I think Bill Logan and I had this discussion before about when you lie, fib, tell a story, because we wasn't allowed to say the word lie in my house.
Not in my house.
That was like a bad word to my family, my granny. God rest her soul, Alice Jean. You couldn't say the word lie.
You couldn't smack your lips.
Nah, bro.
You couldn't do none of that.
That was forbidden in that household. But when you lie, fib, tell a story, tall tale, all of these things, you have to keep telling lies so that people don't see that it's actually not the truth.
Got to keep it up, dog. Especially if
that's hard to keep up.
You've put it out there like social media. Like you've done that over and over and over again. I mean, you got to keep it up now. You can't fall back. Because if you fall back now your people's is disappointed.
Well, it's okay to fall down as long as you get back up. I know plenty of us have fallen down and fallen short of our dreams or our goals or just fallen short. It's okay to get back up
It really is.
and reinvent yourself and start all over again.
It truly is, man.
I've had to do that several times. And so that I'm no stranger to that. So
And sometimes those things that you desire to have, probably don't even need them.
you don't.
No.
Look. This is the way Mr. Logan raised me. Us.
Yeah.
He gave us a roof over our head,
Yeah.
put clothes on our back, make sure food was in the pantry and the refrigerator. But anything extra that we wanted, he made us go work
We
for it.
have to work for that.
Go prune some trees. There's plenty of people around here that need the trees pruned. Some cars that need to be washed in the neighborhood.
Yep.
Take this lawnmower, go around and act,
Mhm.
So that gave me at an early age that
Responsibility.
the responsibility, that notion that, sometimes I might not need that,
Yeah.
or if I need it, I got to go out and work for it.
Yeah.
Because I can't depend on him.
Right.
Them extras, he just wasn't just handing out extras like
No.
that.
Yeah, because when you're praying, when you're on your knees or whatever you're doing at night, praying to whoever, whether it be God, Allah, or whatever, and you're praying for a house, and God blesses you with the house, and you still feeling a certain type of way because it's not the house that you wanted.
Or it is the house that you wanted.
Maybe you need to be more specific on your prayers, like, because to God, he put a roof over your head. That's shelter.
Shelter.
So, please count your blessings, man. Please
do.
count your blessings, and if you happen to fall, get back up, reinvent yourself. Let's do it again. Let's do it again, man. Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. Your guy Dre Bailey,
Man, who's
Bill Blockham, Logan, man. Just talking real life with you guys, man. Getting you engaged in real life conversations right before we get into these sports, man. Hey, man, March Madness is here.
Yes, it is.
Duke
Out.
is out of the tourney.
The Dukies. They would have had.
When is the last time they've been out?
This is the first time that a school from the state of North Carolina will not represent the ACC in the final.
Yeah.
Because my Tar Heels got beat last night
Yep.
by Florida State. Florida State gonna be a tough out. They're gonna be a tough out in the tournament. I got them winning the ACC. I think the championship is tonight. I got them winning the ACC championship and being a really, really tough out come next week.
Yeah.
Duke, I don't think they were going to make the dance anyway.
No.
They would have had to get an automatic bid. They'd have had to win the ACC tournament in order to get there. So they were going to get beat anyway.
So let me ask you this. Are we blaming the fact that Duke isn't in the tournament on this whole COVID thing and not being able to get these recruits because they hadn't been able to be seen because all of the sports were canceled for a year? I mean, could this be some type of fallout or backlash from that?
No, I think if you've watched the NCAA for the past, say 20 years, you can see a change.
Yeah, it's a switch.
It's a shift.
Players aren't staying
At
all
all.
4 years, which means that you have to go out and recruit
Every single year.
every single year hard. So when you look at it, things change. Some of these teams that are, perennial tournament staples, they're going to start falling off.
I think college basketball needed this. I think it needs to have more spread out competition throughout the tournaments.
I agree.
And not just one or two teams that just are dominating.
I agree. Gonzaga is a team for me that they've constantly shown that they have the wherewithal to get it done. They just always come up short, bro. Mark Few and we've talked about him. This dude has created something up in Spokane, Washington that you just gotta marvel at, bro. Like, he doesn't get 4 and 5 star guys. He just doesn't. He gets the 3-star dude that is a gym rat, that constantly wants to get better and better and better every single day. That's who Mark Few goes after. He doesn't go after one and dones.
Yeah.
How many one and dones came from Gonzaga? None. None really. I mean, if you want to, Zach Collins, can we?
Yeah, you can say
We
him.
can say Zach Collins, right?
But that's showing the evolution,
right,
of how NCAA basketball is going in the program.
Sure.
You're going to lose some guys.
Yeah, yes, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
But I really like Gonzaga this year. The big fella they got, Timmy, is special, bro. If you haven't seen Gonzaga play, if you haven't seen this kid Timmy play, he is exceptional. Exceptional skill for a big man. I like Houston, University of Houston. And notice where I'm going with all these schools I'm mentioning. Gonzaga, Houston, what do they have in common?
They're not majors.
Mid-majors.
They're not majors.
Yes.
It's a mid-major just might raise the trophy this year, bro.
Well, I think a lot of the fans are saying that it's really hard to watch college basketball and get into it when these kids are one and done, and it just makes it really hard to watch the draft too, because when the draft is done, people don't know these names.
Yeah, because they only saw them, briefly
in a small tournament. I wonder if college basketball viewership is down.
Probably this year, I would say. The AAU circuit is what rules. And a lot of these kids get their name from the AAU circuit. I remember a time where the high school football recruiting circuit was like how basketball is now.
Yeah.
Remember Tom Lemming?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Lemming was this huge football, like high school football scout, I guess, and he just created his own business. Kind of like how ESPN does the top 150, top 300. Tom Lemming did that, but with high school football though. And it was like, I know when I was in high school, that was like the deal. Like in the mid 90s to 2000, that was like Tom Lemming. If you got mentioned by Tom Lemming, you was like the ish, bro. But now, of course, the paradigm switches, man, and basketball, and we know that living here, that AAU, this is like the mecca for AAU. Every major tournament is here in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Every single major AAU tournament is here. So we get to kind of see it firsthand how the switch has happened. But it's, you're talking about viewership. I think this year, just because of what's going on, the viewership is down, but it'll rise back up again. It'll come back.
I love the tourney. I love
it. It's my favorite. It's my favorite time of year.
Yeah, me too.
I'm actually, every year, man, I choose one of the station casinos, man, because the tournament starts on my birthday weekend.
Yeah.
So I go, give me a hotel, man, and I sit by myself and watch basketball for 2 straight days.
As you should.
And I'm going to do it again this year.
Big ups to everybody who always looks out for Let the Ball Bounce by getting us tickets to these tourneys and things like that. We look forward to you guys not doing it every year like you say you. No, I'm just messing with y'all. Look, man, basketball's here, man. And speaking of college basketball, man, we had a college basketball player or getting ready to go to college, a young man who was involved in a fatal car accident that UNLV basketball recruit who fatally killed someone on the way to practice and going 88 and 35.
Man, bro. It's scary to even think of, bro.
The DA's not gonna bring charges on that. And we got a lot of people who are pressed about it.
Yeah. The family.
The family of the deceased
important.
is pressed. And serial killer is really pressed.
Yes, he is. He's definitely pressed.
But we don't see
the
him.
family. I can see the family being pressed.
Absolutely. No
they
doubt
lost a
about it.
loved one.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it needs to go no further than that. That's what it is.
There's been pressing issues before, pressing foul issues before that a lot of people sat on their hands and didn't say nothing about.
Still sitting on their hands and not saying nothing about.
Be selective in what you want to be pressed about.
Yeah.
He so pressed about that, but he wasn't that pressed when that boy got his young neck kneeled on for 3 days.
Yeah. I saw a lot of posts about it. You see some people come on, the ones that are pressed about it, and you see some people that are pressed about this not saying nothing.
My thing is, if we're gonna be pressed, we need to be pressed across
about
the board.
all foul stuff.
Period.
Everything.
Period.
Let's be fake mad about everything. Because at the end of the day, you fake mad.
Yeah.
Because if you were really upset about, like you said, Bill, wrong things, foul things, you would be upset at every foul thing that happens. Like this announcer at this high school game that called all these young ladies the N-word because they kneeled at the national anthem.
And blamed it on diabetes.
And he blamed it on his metformin. You better stop, sir.
Man.
You better stop right now, sir.
But people are going to look at that apology letter and give him a pass.
Gee. Nobody said a word. It was posted in the group that I saw twice. And it had like 3 likes.
And you blame
nobody talks
and
about
you're
it.
mad because his parents got the best lawyer that they could get?
Man.
What are you mad at?
Weren't they supposed to?
Yeah, they're
Or
supposed
were they
to.
supposed to get the worst lawyer?
Man.
If I got in trouble, am I supposed to go spend all my money on the best or the worst? I'm trying to figure out what my money
Horrible.
is supposed to do for me.
Oh no.
It's sad, man. I hate people, man.
This man
Swear, dog.
was calling a college basketball game, and he called ladies, black ladies, the N-word, and blamed it on his diabetes.
Is that like equivalent to Don Imus
Okay,
when he called the girls nappy-headed hoes from
I have-
Rutgers?
Bro.
It's kinda like
I
the
have
same.
I have diabetes as well, not the worst one. I take
Is that the
metformin.
reason you block people?
No.
Okay, I just want to know.
The two don't.
Because people are
coincide.
starting. See, now people are going to be using diabetes like they use CTE. Like
Wow, that's interesting.
that's basically what he did.
That's interesting. Wow, bro.
Oh, that's a lesser version. You have rich people saying they do crimes because of affluenza.
Man, please. That man got liabetes,
So-
just like Tamika Bolton said.
Right. Affluenza.
So you mean to tell me, Quan, if we get into it
They
after,
just made up a disease.
Yes.
For
bro,
you're the son of a billionaire, so the reason why you did a crime because you are infected with affluenza.
man, Quan, if me and you get into it and I cuss you out after this show, can I blame it on my arthritis?
I'll let you.
You'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
You'll allow it.
Quan, I appreciate it, man. I ain't mean to talk about you, your moms, your dad, all your sister, your
my
brother.
arthritis.
But
your
old
kid.
Arthur.
My arthritis.
Yeah,
old
old
Arthur.
Arthur.
Was
Old Arthur.
My arthritis was active.
But I think it's
Art.
ridiculous because I think even when drunk people do stupid stuff and blame it on I was drunk, the truth came out though. So even if your diabetes made you say something stupid, that was in you to say it.
When has diabetes ever made somebody do anything
It's the
other
first-
than sit your
Never
butt
heard of that
down
in my life.
somewhere?
First time I've heard that in my entire life.
Eat a candy bar.
Right.
Or not eat a candy bar. Because it can go both ways
can
with,
go
with,
both ways, yeah.
diabetes.
Just
The
take-
sugar
just-
could be too high or it could be too low.
Just get a glucose tube,
Yeah.
man, and call it a day, man.
And every other word he said was clear, but then when he said F&N, it was like,
My diabetes was acting up.
My
Man, I
diabetes.
can't understand.
sound like Tourette's to me.
My diabetes.
Isn't this the
made
same
me
thing
do
when
it.
people, before marijuana became illegal, people were saying, well, I got glaucoma. Does the word glaucoma even exist anymore now that it's
I
legal?
haven't heard it.
I mean,
I haven't. It just went
think about
away.
it.
No.
Glaucoma went away.
No.
Wow.
Everybody's cured.
Everybody is cured.
Everybody
Glaucoma went away.
is cured.
I ain't heard the word glaucoma in about 10 years.
Oh, man.
Everybody's cured because you can go get that young package around the corner.
Let me find out that will be the excuse for the judicial system moving forward. Because if that's the case, Dana Dane, I'm gonna need you to go out and rob a couple banks, and then when you go to court, let them know it's because of your diabetes, so you can get off.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yikes.
Oh, this man still got his job.
Hey, man. Tough.
Look, man, that's college basketball for you, man.
Yeah, gee.
That's college basketball for
I
you.
can't wait, man. I can't wait. March 19th is coming.
Let me tell you what else is coming up. Next Thursday is the NBA, the 25th. The 25th is the.
Oh, man, I'll be in Orlando, bro. It's the 25th.
It's
I'll
not
be in
next. Oh,
Orlando.
yeah, it is the 25th.
be
I'll
This
be here.
Thursday coming up, I think, is March Madness starts.
I'll be
and
here.
then the 25th will be the trade deadline.
I'll be here. And
I'll
Bill
in-
Logan will be working.
I'll be in Florida for my birthday, bro.
well, the NBA trade deadline is coming up. And if you have an NBA team, what does your team need to do in order to improve to beat these Nets since they are the favorites now? They got the super duper team since everybody saying that they got a super duper team now.
Blake Griffin went
Well,
over there,
I was
man.
trying
They
to
cooking.
I was trying to tell
Is he
people.
cooking?
Hey, I said they cooking now.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to tell people before the season started that Marc Gasol was a waste.
Mark Gasol was done 2 years ago. When they won that championship, he wasn't even a factor in that game. It was Siakam, your guy over with the Clippers now, Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry. Marc Gasol has been done. He ain't the same Marc Gasol
Now-
that played for Memphis.
Now,
And Ibaka.
Yep, Serge, bro.
now they're looking to move him. If they could sign one of these bigs that's out there,
What bigs? What bigs are available?
LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's available.
I think he's better than Marc Gasol.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, he
Not
is.
even a debate.
A lot of people think he's soft as tissue, but I think he's still serviceable. More serviceable than Marc Gasol.
Marc Gasol
Look,
is getting us
look.
5 points and 4 rebounds
Look,
right now.
when
In 38 minutes. It's
Come on,
ridiculous.
bro.
when AD comes back, if he was to put him in that lineup with, LeBron and Dennis Schroeder, dude, that's a nice front line,
Andre
and
Drummond's
they
available
stretch,
too.
and they can stretch.
Andre Drummond?
Is he a stretch?
No.
No.
He's
No.
not stretch,
No, I would rather have LaMarcus Aldridge.
Then Andre Drummond?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
We need rim
Aren't
protection.
LaMarcus and
We need rim
AD way
protection,
too
though.
close? They need the ball in the same exact spot, though.
Yeah, we need.
I would take
think
Drummond
for the
any day
Lakers.
over
For the Lakers' sake, and I see where you going.
Interesting.
I see what you mean, Bill. But I think for the Lakers' sake, right now, you need rim protection and rebounding because the guy that you picked up that was supposed to rebound, he only averages 4 more rebounds than I do. And you too. So, I mean, I'd rather have the guy that's going to grab me 20 a night. May not stretch the floor, but I can still get scoring from him.
And he's better than McGee and Dwight Howard together.
Yeah.
In one.
Yeah.
I just don't know if you guys will have the money for him. Wouldn't it come down to a money play for Drummond? What other bigs are available?
I'm
Not if it's a buyout. If it's a buyout, you can sign him for $2 million, $5 million vet minimum, and then he's a free agent at the end of the year. Then you got to try to resign.
What other bigs are available? Because Drummond, watch out for sneaky Danny Ainge.
Right.
He liable to come and swoop Drummond up just for the year.
I don't think any bigs are available as far as like buying out and going to another team, but I've heard some trade talks, and my second favorite center in the league, Vucevic out of Orlando, is
That's another one. Yeah.
He's been talked about. He's been talked about as far as trade bait. I've heard Boston is the only true like the only consistent one that I've heard. And I think that'd be huge for them, man, because you got what's my guy over there, man?
Which one?
Their center right now.
Oh,
My guy out of Germany.
yeah.
How do I forget his name? He's solid, but
Tice?
Tice. He's solid, but we're talking. They need scoring, bro. They're not getting any scoring from their front court at all. They need scoring, bro. And I mean, he'd be a solid backup. You know, you can get him in, spell some minutes, block a couple shots, get a couple rebounds. But you need scoring if you're Boston from your front court, and they're just not getting it right now. So
Kyle Lowry's in the trade talk, even though Toronto said
they said they won't.
But
That
we've
means they
seen
will.
we've seen that before.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can see that, bro. Because it's an expiring contract. This is the last year that 4-year, $99 million deal that he signed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why not trade him? Why not?
Well, with the Lakers, you had rim protection and you let him go.
Well,
You let him go.
not necessarily.
You let him go.
Dwight Howard was just impatient.
You let him go.
He let himself go.
You ain't supposed to let
He kind
Rim
of
protection go.
He kinda
and they let it go.
Hey man,
For Marc Gasol.
we gonna offer you this. Stand by.
and then didn't even aggressively go after Ibaka. Not that he's a big rim protector, but
he would have cost a bit too much too.
I guess they figured they had Montrell's Harrell, and they didn't really need Ibaka. But I really think that in order for the Lakers to make a push, you have to go and get somebody right now in free agency.
Yeah.
Whether that is somebody else on the perimeter that can bring some more scoring, or and play that game, up and down game, or go get a big man that is serviceable. LaMarcus Aldridge still has some basketball game. I mean, he's not really going to be the defender that you need him to be, but that's why you got AD back there. So you don't need him to, hold down the middle when AD gets back. You don't need two guys that'll do that. You need two guys that'll play off each other. So right now, I'll be looking at players that will play off of AD. If AD's going to be in the middle, go look at LaMarcus Aldridge or Vucevic.
Yeah, he
Go
gonna
look.
he gonna cost some bread.
Those two can kind of work off each other.
on the trade.
Or
We would have to
get
trade
rid
for
of
Vucevic.
rid of Marc Gasol and somebody else, and get that Andre Drummond to solidify that center spot and let AD play that 4.
Yeah.
I just think the way the game is nowadays, a stretch is what you need in your offense.
Yeah.
And if you have multiple stretches, like AD and Aldridge,
Marcus Aldridge,
you could be a problem every night.
Okay.
That's my thinking.
I can see it. I can see it from that standpoint. I can.
I mean, I wouldn't, turn a blind eye to Drummond either. Great player.
Yeah.
He's going to, rim protect. He's going to rebound.
I think the two people, if I was to pick one team on the East, one team on the West that need to make a free agent move, I would say Boston on the East need to make a move.
Yeah.
Lakers on the West need to make a move. Because with AD being out, LeBron James, I know we don't want to keep saying his age, and he's playing well. He's playing really good for a person his age. He can't keep doing that.
Well, it ain't really his age. It's the minutes he's logged over his career. He's been playing since he was 18 years old.
Yeah.
And he's logged a lot of minutes, man.
Tons.
36? Give me 36 back.
Yeah.
And watch what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. 36 is a
Let me
baby.
get that 36 about you.
Yeah, let me get the 36 about you. One more time.
He
One
can't
more
even
game.
he can't even rest
Yeah.
because
Well, he's putting that on himself because he's declared, I'm not taking no more
I'm good.
risks.
well, if you think about it, if he rests, do Lakers even have a chance?
Well, my thing is,
In order to even,
shouldn't-
you don't
gotta
want to
get-
drop
you gotta
way
get
too
AD
out.
back. You got to get AD back and get another somebody like Aldridge. Then he could take a rest. But he already declared, I'm not taking another rest the rest of the season.
Well, he can't. He can't afford to. Think about it. What place are they in?
Man, Lakers in fourth right now.
Bros,
got the
LeBron
fourth
James and AD not in that lineup.
Third spot.
Y'all go on a 10-game skit.
Third.
That's putting
With
you.
third. Yeah.
Third.
That's putting you down 7-8. You ain't trying to fight to get back up there, bro. When they get back, I mean, he
think-
really can't afford to take a rest.
Yeah, I think the Lakers.
He'll tell you all day he don't want to rest,
that
but he
that
would love it
game-
if he could.
That game
Yeah,
before
but
the All
if
Star
you
break was his rest.
if you used to get another third guy who can score like Aldridge, he could take a rest.
Oh yeah,
He could take a night off.
yeah. Of course he
in those
could.
certain nights,
Right.
But the way it's been lately was just him and AD, and then the other guys have been spotty and not showing up some nights. Yeah, he's had to play.
Yeah. I can't believe we're
Shout out to
talking
Kyle
about.
Kuzma, man.
Yeah.
He been
Yeah.
hooping, son.
Yeah,
Kyle been hooping, bro.
and he's playing a lot less like Kyle OC.
He
Kyle
is- he
under
is-
OUC. He's
he
playing.
is- he is
He's playing under control.
He's definitely playing under control, man.
And he's making good decisions. And when he's driving the ball to the basket, he's not necessarily for to get that charge. He will pass it now.
He's passing
Yeah.
it.
So he's playing a lot smarter basketball. This is what I've been wanting to see from Kyle Kuzma.
You know why? He got that little bag, and that bag gives
Requires
you
a lot.
Yeah, we can't have you out there OC Kuz.
No,
You got to
need to be UC.
Kuz.
Yeah.
Interesting, man.
All you got to do is channel it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Utah still.
Still the best team in the league right now.
That means nothing though. Once the playoffs start.
Yeah, absolutely, man. The season obviously starts over.
Because who are we looking right now in that 8th spot? If the playoffs was to start today and Utah was to play in the 8th,
Phoenix?
boy,
Phoenix is number 2 right now.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They've been balling.
yo, they've been hooping.
I didn't know they crept up to 2.
It would be Dallas.
Dallas. There
right
you go.
now.
Let me tell you something right now. That Dallas team in
That'll be a
the
scary
8th
eight.
spot is a scary 8 for a Utah team.
I mean, not without Porzingis. I don't trust them without Porzingis. Hell, I don't trust them with Porzingis.
Bro, Porzingis should have been. I told y'all last year they need to trade him. Now, do you believe it?
You stay hurt.
Now, do you believe they should trade him?
Well, you can't get nothing for him now.
I'm just saying.
You-
He needs to be actively shopped.
But the money that's coming with him, I don't
The
think
man
you can,
will
I don't think you
never
can shop that money.
The man he has that Chandler Parsons disease.
I ain't gonna do him that.
He's
I
hurt
am.
again.
But I'm saying,
Is he
hurt?
just-
He stay hurt.
Yeah, you can't stay healthy,
Hurt
bro.
daddy.
You can't stay healthy.
Hurt
man.
locker.
You can't stay.
Jalen hurt.
Hurt so good.
Hurt so bad.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
Quentin Jammer.
I think he's been back for a few weeks though. I think
It's just
he's
ridiculous.
doing cool now.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. What's today?
Yeah, I mean
Saturday,
tomorrow
don't hurt him.
he might get hurt in
Saturday.
tonight's game.
Saturday.
Saturday.
It's just tragic. It's tragic. It's tragic.
Saturday.
Jeez,
But
man.
that Dallas team, scary team.
Shake
sorry.
said soft.
Soft.
I'm not afraid of Dallas, bro.
I am.
I'm not scared of them.
Man,
I'd be scared of Luka. I'm not scared of Dallas, though.
I'm afraid of Dallas because Dallas plays better in the playoffs. And if you seen Dallas last year,
Like back against the wall type.
boy, yes.
I can see what you're
They
saying.
got
now.
something to prove.
I can see what you're saying.
And
right
that's
there.
a scary
Because
8
that's
spot.
true.
And I don't
That's
think that
true.
Dallas is going to end up 8.
Yeah,
I think
it's a scary.
I think they're
That's
going
a
to climb.
scary 18.
Yeah, it
That
is.
is.
I'm not. I don't see what y'all see. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not.
They could
Simply
They could
because of what
pull
we
off
just
a-
got through talking about.
pull off a 8 number 1 upset.
Just like you don't want to play a Portland if they were at 8.
But it's now. I'd be afraid of Portland at the 8 spot. I'd be afraid of Portland.
Is CJ still out?
Yes. I'd be
What
afraid
he
of
got?
Portland. I'd be afraid of Portland without CJ.
I think he got a knee.
Oh, okay. You better have something.
Yeah,
think he
right
has
now,
a knee.
right now as it stands, I'd be afraid of Portland more than I would Dallas, even without CJ.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
I think Dallas, Luka, man.
Dallas might be trying to make a move here down the stretch. too.
Boy.
Yeah,
And guess what? Drummond wouldn't be a bad look for them. Not for them. Don't let Dallas get Drummond. Do not let Dallas get Drummond. That is a different team.
Yeah.
yeah.
They have nobody over there.
What they
Collie
kept-
Stein.
What they
Boy,
kept
sit
was,
down.
Yeah, for real.
Willie.
Willie,
Willie.
Willie.
Nah, man. Collie Stein is not going to get it. He's not.
I
he's
thought
not
he was
get
going
it.
to be something.
I
to
thought
the
he was going to
NBA.
be something, yeah.
It's just
It's
old.
hit- it's
He's
hit
just
or miss
old
with the
Willie.
I
Kentucky
never had
boys.
the hopes.
He's just old Willie Cauley
He's just
Stein,
old Willie.
man.
And you mean to tell me DeMarcus Cousins still has not been picked up?
Not
Nobody's.
been times.
Lakers can't go pick him up because he's been healthy.
You got a lot of people nervous about them weak joints.
Them
I'm
old
telling you.
ligaments.
I'm
them
telling
old
you,
ligaments
man.
stretched out. It's a little tough. A little tough when them ligaments stretch out, man.
Them weak joints, man.
DeMarcus
I mean, you
Cousins
really-
has been available for 3 weeks now. And no one has swooped him up. Not even the Nets.
Not a peep.
Then where does he fit?
Boy, with them weak joints, you're going to fit wherever we tell you to fit.
I don't think he has that mindset.
He should.
I think
don't
that
think he-
mindset is that he's a
No,
number
he don't-
one option.
Nah, he ain't got that mindset no more. And if
He better let that go.
man, he's had that man. So yeah.
Hey, man. J-Lo and A-Rod just broke up, man.
They broke up the other day.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I've seen some tweets from the couple that they're going to work it out. They're going to try to work it out.
Oh, man. I was like...
J-Lo and Halle Berry should go get together.
Halle Berry got a dude.
I'm surprised she had one.
Van
this long.
Hunt.
Who that?
Some, recording artist.
Oh, Van Hunt?
Yeah.
She with Van Hunt?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I know Van Hunt. Well,
That's
TJ.
that's one of mine. He tampered. He tampered, bro. I'm mad at Van Hunt right now.
Well, they said they're going to try to work it out.
Oh, boy.
Who was J-Lo's?
Who's J-Lo what? Her man?
No.
No, who? I don't think J-Lo got picked
Nobody
up.
picked J-Lo as far as in
The draft?
the beautiful.
Absolutely not, because she would have been talking to other GMs behind your back. So she is
I
not
see.
on my starting. She ain't on nobody's starting five.
She's not even on the bench.
Nah, bruh.
Yikes.
I'm good. I'm good. I put a dancer on my a backup dancer on my squad, and that was not Paula, but Rosie Perez. So
Rosie P.
I did Rosie P.
Yeah.
Rosie.
They said
Van Hunt, you're tampering, bro.
Well, they
That's all I gotta
said
say.
said that J Lo and A-Rod are going to work. They said that they're going to work it out.
Okay.
We're gonna just see how long that works. And and let me tell y'all something,
Man, Hollywood relationship.
bro.
Yeah.
Marriage ain't for
Why?
everybody. It don't have to be in Hollywood.
Why? Why do you do it?
It's like a carousel,
Why?
bro.
Why?
It's like hopscotch, man.
If you ain't like Denzel and his wife,
Man, these hoes is for everybody, man.
yeah, it's like
They for everybody.
It ain't for everybody, man.
No, they for
J Lo
everybody.
done showed you she's not for.
Oh yeah, she done showed you.
She done
Who,
showed
Thanos?
you.
Thanos herself.
She done showed you.
She went from Ben Affleck wiping her butt down on the yacht
Yep.
to
What was the singer, the Hispanic singer? Ben
Oh,
Affleck.
Enrique. No, not
No,
Enrique.
not Enrique. Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony.
Who else? Who else was she with? P. Diddy.
Diddy.
P.
Diddy.
Diddy's son.
oh
Shine. Who else?
Well, I'm gonna spit my water up.
Who else J
let's
Lo
go
been
back
with?
to in Living
Keenan
Color
Ivory
days.
Wayans.
All the Wayans.
I know Keenan Ivory.
Absolutely.
You mean to tell me I made A Living Color and I got J Lo as a dancer and I'm not for to shoot my shot? Boy, please. She was with Keenan.
Yeah. And Sean and all the rest of them.
Yikes. All the Wayans.
Come on, man. Yes. Yeah,
she's had a few relationships.
And that's fine. That's
fine.
okay.
Yeah, that's do you.
Do you?
Do you?
Because some of y'all on this thread right now, if y'all had about 50 million in your account, you wouldn't be stable in one relationship either. Boy, sit down. You'd be on to the next one too with all them chips in your back pocket.
Yeah.
You'd be like, you know what? You said what to me last week? I'm out.
Last week.
Let any one of y'all on this thread right now have $50 million in your account and your significant other is having an argument with you. Trust me, when you leave the house with $50 million in your back pocket, you may be gone a couple of weeks. You know what? I'm out. I'm going to Puerto Rico.
Sound about right.
Some people leave the house and go take a drive and just blow off some steam and then come back home. With $50 million in your account, I'm driving to the airport.
Get on the flight. Get on the flight, man. Give me the next thing smoking, G. Give me the next thing you got.
Let me have $50 million.
Be like Faith on Notorious. Boy, she got off that phone
Hey, man.
and got that red eye.
and
boy.
got to pushing. You hear me?
Woo! Boy.
I need you to watch Little Chris for me.
Housekeeping.
And me, I'm gonna be like, you know what? The kids can come with me too. I got $50 million. Y'all come on. We out.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, here's some money. You go somewhere too. We all go to the airport and just get on different planes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I didn't know. I just found out recently. I didn't know that Soleil, who used to be with Genuine,
Oh, wow.
Okay.
she's with
Wow.
Professor Griff now.
oh, is she?
Yeah.
Wow. Soleil. Wow.
She was fine too back in the day. Wow. She had that. I think
Soleil.
her whole head was edges. Baby
hair.
hairs. Her whole head was baby hairs.
Baby hairs.
fine. Soleil was fine.
Yeah, I was like, Professor Griff? Okay.
All that stomping around.
All that stomping around.
Public Enemy got him so late.
Soleil. Wow. Wow. Wow, you went back with that one. G.
Soleil.
Hey,
Soleil.
Cam Newton, NFL right now. Cam
Yes.
Newton
Yeah.
will be re-signing with the Patriots. I knew he was going to stay one more year. Doesn't mean that he's going to remain the starter. Just
I mean,
means that he signed.
For $13.5 million.
I think he'll be the starter.
Yeah. I mean,
I think he'll be the star.
Hopefully his defense will actually show up.
to camp. Yeah. I mean, look, you get a benefit. You get the benefit of actually having a camp, which you did not have. You get the benefit of, like you mentioned, hopefully your entire team showing up. Just think, guys, in week 14, they were still in the playoff hunt.
Yeah.
Week 14. This is with Cam Newton only throwing 4 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Roughly. I think that's about what it was, about 4 touchdowns.
Bill Belichick needs to stop being so,
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichickian.
I'm the dictator here. Dude, go out and get some weapons, bro. Some bona fide weapons for your quarterback.
Go get Juju Smith-Schuster.
We spoke about this, Bill.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Kenny Galladay from the Detroit Lions. Where I would like to see him go and where he would probably want to go might be 2 different spots. Where I would like to see him
quit talking
go.
about that offense is so difficult.
It's not. It's nothing. Just because
No.
Chad Ochocinco said it was. So,
Yeah, well,
anyway.
Yeah, it was difficult for him.
It was hard for him.
Well, he couldn't stop eating cheeseburgers. So let's move on.
Or hitting women.
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
I would like to see him go, Baltimore.
Shouts out to Evan.
Yeah.
I think if you add Kenny Galladay to that Baltimore offense, barring his health, look, Lamar Jackson would be up for another MVP.
Yeah,
award, bro.
yes, he would.
He'd
Yes,
be up
he
for
would.
another MVP.
Yes, he would.
Because right now you looking at Mark Andrews. This is your best target. Your tight end. He's your best target. Hollywood Brown can't get separation.
He can, but he's not a number one.
He hasn't been.
He's not a number one.
He's not a number
He's
one.
a third option.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue with you.
They drafted him as a number one, and that
yes,
was bad.
and that wasn't good.
Bad.
Just wasn't good.
That was bad.
It just wasn't good. And Baltimore usually makes really good decisions
Yeah.
in their front office. That wasn't a good one. But if you put Kenny Galladay opposite of Hollywood Brown, I think you might be able to cook, bro. Now, again, that's barring Kenny Galladay's health. He had a lot of issues with his hip this year. But if Baltimore really wants to make some noise, you go get Kenny Galladay and
Yeah.
get him right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, Will Fuller is up for grabs. And if the Green Bay Packers want to at all show that they're trying to win, go get you another wideout man to put opposite of Devontae. Please.
So I'm looking at this list. You got Allen Robinson, who's not signed yet.
No, they franchise tagged him.
Did they?
The Bears franchise tagged
Okay.
him. Yep.
Then you got Kenny Galladay.
Yeah, like it was on the low. Like they showed it quick and it was done.
Chris Godwin has been
Godwin, he's been franchise tagged,
Okay.
yes.
You got Corey Davis from Tennessee.
Okay.
These are free
That
agents.
could be- that
the
could
top
be-
free agents.
Right, that could be big.
You got
for somebody.
Anthony Harris, Jonnu Smith,
Tight end for
tight end.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sammy Watkins. Sammy's been a disappointment.
He's
to
been
me.
totally disappointed.
Yeah.
to me. He's
Curtis
saying
Samuel,
that could be a good look for
Juju
somebody.
Smith Schuster.
Mm-hmm.
Those are your top. Could
Curtis,
be number one receivers on a team.
Curtis Samuel could be a good
Corey
look for
Davis
somebody.
might not be bad for Baltimore
Absolutely,
too.
absolutely not.
You see that boy like muscle like 4 people
Yes.
in the end zone
Yeah,
the other
Corey
day-
Davis
last
he
year.
ain't playing, bro.
Yeah, he ain't
He
playing.
ain't playing no games
No,
for real.
I was like Corey.
Yes.
I ain't know you had it like that.
Yeah, G. Yeah, G. So it could get real interesting.
Yeah.
With these skill position players, man. It's funny, man, how people always say, "Oh man, running backs and wide receivers shouldn't get paid that much." But when we talk about teams improving offensively, who do we usually talk about? Running backs and wide receivers. So why
For your passing game to be legit,
got to have people that
you
can catch
got
passes?
to have a number one dude that can get open
Got to.
and catch the rock.
Yes.
Facts.
Period.
I don't understand why people like do that. Like there's one.
If you want to have a good running game,
Yeah.
you have to have a running back that
Yes.
can get you
Yes.
tough yards
Yes.
and perform
Yes.
both in the passing game and the
Yeah.
running game.
Yes. That has to happen. So I don't understand when people say, "Oh, I wouldn't pay a wide receiver $14 million." Then you don't want to win. It's that simple, man. It's really that simple, man. You
Yeah.
don't want to win football games, man.
Yeah.
Now, quarterbacks.
Don't you play to win?
You play to win, man.
Yeah, you do.
You play to win. Quarterbacks.
I'll put it to you like this.
Uh-huh.
If you guys would have had a receiver, say like Nuke Hopkins, y'all Super Bowl year, y'all would have won a Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, that's Nuke Hopkins though. He
But I'm
makes
saying
anybody,
that's
yeah.
what y'all needed.
yeah. But I mean, how many Nuke Hopkins just out there like that?
You know.
One.
But what I'm saying is that's the number one that you need. The one guy that's going to get you those catches, the yards, get you in the end zone all the time.
Yeah. Well.
Is not going to be a glitch in your passing game with him.
Well,
You know.
if Jimmy G put the ball on
Yeah.
Emmanuel Sanders, we win the Super Bowl anyway. But that's another story. Not gonna even dwell on that.
But you know, if that pass was to Nuke Hopkins, he probably would have ran up under it.
Probably would have ran up under. Yeah.
A little faster,
possible.
a little
It's
faster.
possible.
Yeah,
It's possible.
you know.
Yeah, I just don't get it, man, when people say these things. Now, quarterbacks, left tackles, to me, are your two most important guys that you have to have. Offensively, the quarterback, your left tackle, and on defense, pass rush, and a shutdown corner. If you don't have pass rush, you're not going to win football games. It's just that simple, bro. So those three spots I'm paying for: my quarterback, my left tackle, and pass rush. Now, after that, it's clearly, without question, running backs and wide receivers at that point. You have to have that. If you in today's NFL, with it being a passing league, if you can't stretch the field out,
Nah, bro.
what are you doing? Your running back has to be able to catch footballs, not just run them.
And you got to have a passing game, so your box, you can't, teams aren't loading your box against your good running back.
Right.
Because I'm telling you right now,
Come on, man.
any running back that has a loaded box, he ain't going nowhere. Unless you're
Adrian Peterson.
Adrian
'Cause they
Peterson,
loaded up on him.
unless you're Derrick Henry.
Right.
Where you can break those tackles.
Yeah,
but a lot of
those
times
are rare dudes.
those are
man.
rare.
Those are rare dudes, man. You just
You can't run against 9 people in a box.
No,
Right.
No, not in
It's
real
hard.
life. Not in real life. You can't.
No. So that's why you need good receivers so they can't load the box. Your team has to, dudes in the slot, everybody has to be honored. Okay, now we can run.
Yeah.
Now you got a little balance there.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. It's gonna be real interesting, man. Here, coming up, especially with draft time, on the horizon. This class is pretty spread out as far as the skill spots are concerned. The running back list is a little short. Wide receiver list is pretty high. The tight ends, it can stretch out a little bit, but I think you're gonna get a lot of defense this draft as well, man. It's gonna be real top heavy. Draft gonna be a little top heavy from what I'm looking at. From my vantage point, it's gonna be a little top heavy. But but you always find those gems out there, man, that nobody really paid attention. It happens every single year, man, where we just wasn't thinking about such and such. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of really good football players out there, man, that'll get a chance to play on Sundays.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man.
It's the Patriots. They're doing Cam a disservice by not getting him some weapons.
You got to, man.
Well,
I mean, to have him, he's 32.
you win
33.
You win 3.
You don't want him to run in the ball as much.
No.
You win at least 3 or 4 more games with the defense actually showing up.
Yeah.
At least 3.
Well, hopefully they all went and got their shot and they're ready to play.
Even if you give them 2 more games, bro, they possibly make the. What did they end? What they end up being 7-9? Flip that, go 9-7, man. They got a shot. Just 2 more games. They got a shot at a wild card.
Yeah, but they they didn't have any offense to really move the needle.
Right.
You know,
They
in
really
games where they
couldn't
need to
matriculate
score.
the ball downfield
Yeah,
at all.
right.
They just couldn't, man. They couldn't do it.
I think they're okay with the running back by committee thing,
Yeah.
but you got to have some dudes you can throw the ball to, man. There's
Right.
going to be the legit and there for you all the time.
Yep. James White was out. His with his father passing.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, he missed the first 2 games. I think the first 2 or 3 games, probably more than that. I mean, he was a huge part. He's a huge part of what they do offensively. Sony Michel hurt.
Sony Michel.
He was hurt. So just so much happened. It wasn't just the defense not showing up for New England. It was the people that were there weren't available.
You think maybe they didn't want to play with Cam?
I wouldn't go that far, man. I mean, with extenuating circumstances like, car crashes. I mean, there's nothing James White could do.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
that's James White,
Yeah,
though,
you
but-
can't do nothing about that.
Marvin Hagler passed away.
No, not marvelous.
Oh,
Yikes.
oh,
Wow.
wow, wow,
Thanks for that, Kenneth.
wow.
Wow.
No,
Man,
word.
marvelous.
Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Man,
Interesting.
Rest
Hey,
in
man.
peace.
Rest in
peace,
heaven,
to
man.
the great Marvin Hagler, man. Wow.
Looking on Google right now, the reports are
Yeah.
true.
Hmm.
We have lost. Man, that's crazy.
You know, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this, like my granny said.
Yeah.
She said, the longer I live, the more and more I see all of my friends
Leaving.
leaving.
hmm
And she said she know more dead people than alive.
Well, I tell people all the time, my mother's been dead longer than she lived. She died in 71. She was 31.
Wow. Wow.
This year will be her 50th year she's been off the earth.
Yeah.
So it's a serious thing when you leave.
Yeah.
Because you're not coming back and you're gone forever.
Yeah. You know, my granny said something to me before we close the show out, man. She said some other stuff. She said how she was growing up, there was a teacher that took a liking to her, and after class used to teach her more things because she took a liking to her. And we were just talking about, raising kids, and it takes a village and other people stepping up and having a hand in your success and things like that. And she said, the teacher was from Gremlin, and she would come down to Monroe, where my granny was to, help teach her extra things. And she told my granny that she wanted her to go to Gremlin, and she said that teacher died when she was 50, so she would have never got a chance to see her, graduate from Gremlin.
Yeah.
And I told my granny, I said, I wish I would have known that story. I would have went to Gremlin on that story alone
Sure.
for you.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And, look, man, y'all go out there and have conversations with your elders, your grandparents, your really older elders, man, and find out some lineage and some things that goes on in your family, man.
I will tell you this. The stuff that I learned from my father, my aunties, from the past, man, those were some gems.
Yeah.
And a lot of that stuff applies today. See, a lot of people think back in the day doesn't apply to today's living. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You can sit here and be progressive and live in a world like it is today, but man, what granny taught you,
Right.
what grandpa taught you, man, a lot of that stuff needs to stick so you can have some sanity
Right.
in this world today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much crazy stuff going on.
Right.
True.
I don't think I would be I think the last person that, when I lost my dad, that was the last death that really, really hit me hard.
Right.
Because that's the one I had the longest. My mother died when I was 5, so that really taught me death, and ain't no coming back. So I had to learn how to, for my own self, my own life, move on.
Yeah.
So, it's those things that you learn, and well, you have to learn them.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people can't deal with death. Well, I've learned how to deal with it because it's inevitable.
No doubt. No doubt.
And why be scared of it?
It's true.
Why not face it?
Yep.
It's going to happen. You faced it. We've all faced it.
Right.
And it was a hard thing to face, especially when it's close like that. But man, look at the years that's gone by. You're still doing well.
Yeah.
You doing what you need to do. Those memories. Like I said, I don't remember my dad in death. I remember my loved ones in great memories and the good times that we had.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember them in death. I
Right.
refuse to do that.
Straight up.
That's probably why I've never gone to the cemetery more than once or twice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's tough, man. I had to take a trip to the cemetery myself, man. I had to talk to Mama, man.
Yeah.
Went on Wednesday. Spoke to Mama, spoke to my niece, man, and she let me know everything was gonna be all right. Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be all right, man.
Yep. No matter what you face, man, gonna be all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Look,
Yep.
man, we appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in to Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man. It's what we do every Saturday at 2 p.m., every Tuesday at 6 p.m., man. Tell a friend. Share the live feed, man. And we love y'all, man. We love the support, man. Continue to support Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man, as we give you guys real life, real sports in the climate of the world that we live in today, man. We need you guys to do your part, man, by, continuing to stay safe and practice your social distancing, man, and support the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio crew, man.
Yes, sir.
And listen to your guy, DJ Dre's, tonight on IG, man. Searching for Black Jesus page, man. I'll be going up at 9. So
Yes, sir.
look, I got a thing too. If they
cost to be the boss.
man, I'm gonna play this tonight. If they cut me off tonight 3 times, I'm gonna be done. It's just frustrating.
Gonna play some James tonight?
I'm gonna play some James tonight.
No doubt.
Okay.
Play a lot of Motown and James tonight. Look, Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk
Look at
Radio,
me.
man. I appreciate y'all,
Know
man.
what you see?
Your guy, Dre
See
Bailey.
a
Man,
bad
it's tough.
brother.
Bill Blockham
Yeah.
Logan, man. And guess what, man? If you're scared,
Better go to church.